We're back for another week of recaps here of the Deadlock Fight Night over in EU as we have the return team Mydong up against Aegis Aurora to kick off our challenger match. As we jump into the draft, we see Mydong first pick Great Talent with the second pick of Bebop, which is quite surprising with so many strong heroes still free. We know Hoot can be an explosive player and a playmaker, and we see that yet again as he locked in Bebop and gets an early gank onto Sonya to keep that Yamato weak.
Yeah, Hook ready. And it's gets the cook. There's the uppercut. Is the full-up damage going to be there? It surely should be. Here's the assistance from the Warden, and Sanya's sniper is definitely very dead.
Those early games continue though, as Hapex, who is standing in for Aegis Aurora, surprises YG.
See the early game setup, but right now, again, another rotation. Kelvin moving on in. Is it going to be enough? 74 HP gets the parry at the very end. Without the parry, could have went very differently for this 35 HP Kelvin.
One thing you really don't want to see is Kenny F on Vindicta, and seeing him get assassinate kills early on just only makes that worse.
Goes over the lane 4. We'll see if the assassinate train gets started here right now. Just looking for Bebop on the other end. Bebop or Warden, either would be fine, and just mercilessly hunts down Hoot.
Only one letter separates Hoot and Hook, as those two things work in synergy, getting another kill, this time on Fremont.
Band stats that we had at the start, right? It's like, oh my goodness, does it again. Quick hook in onto the Viscous. Is Fremont gonna be able to slip away? Doesn't look super likely. And Hoot just all over the map right now, Dan.
We start to get some more proper team fighting around the 8-minute mark. Some miscommunication in the AA camp leads to 2 kills for Lex.
Me and Lane, Lex again lassoed, and there's no follow through before the swap. Oh, that is brutal. Lex just gets the swap gift wrapped in the end. Feeling good HP wise, and they even get Disaster towards the end of it.
After a successful earn turn in for Mydong, Tvik gets punished being overextended, and Kenyev gets 2 assassinate kills. Luckily for Mydong, Moffin keeps things equal with 2 kills himself.
It's such great space control, and okay, well, Aegis Aurora now, they're going to be the ones taking initiative, looking to dive in here and under the tower, trying to find all the value, and they are chasing him down, forcing the frozen shelter from Hapex as well to try to make this more of a sure thing for Aegis Aurora. They're going to get the pick onto the Calico. Mydong in trouble here. The Guardian's going to go down in the midst of all of this fighting, and Mydong actually doing a pretty good job here, but they are losing players, chasing down the weakened members of Aegis Aurora. That's with Zasta down on the Paradox.
You ever wonder what's stronger, Watcher's Covenant or Lasso? Well, Onibi finds out the hard way, being pulled back in. This leads to a long fight that ends with Mydong getting 6 kills for 4 deaths.
Yeah, totally agree. And another fight breaking out here in the middle of the map. And trying to escape it, Aegis Aurora trying to disengage, not really liking the look of this one, getting split up. So Mydong, they're really taking massive advantage, but in from the side here, now we're going to find Sanya's sniper on that Yamato trying to come in, but the flank has not worked out. Hoot lands a hook, forcing the shadow transformation, and that is going to turn the attention from Sanya's sniper straight onto Hoot, and Hoot has been completely annihilated there, and it's not stopping just yet. Sanya's sniper, though, just in too deep here, ZP, as Calico gets the trade.
Yeah, I mean, I guess when you're in, you're in. On one hand, you know, Bebop wasn't going to survive. On the other hand, Ivy, very timely stone form by the Guardian. Oh, there's the assassinate from Kenny F from afar. You know, here's the scary part. If Kenny F dies, that's going to be a huge bag. To Vic, he sees the money. Look at the bag, Dan. That's huge. That's a retirement fund.
Yeah, but who has picked it up? But Hapex, the Kelvin, trying to save the money, trying to get the bag of swag back home to the bank, and it's got to, well, I mean, he's in the frozen shelter, so it should be good to go here. This is not where Talon does his best work, I've got to say. Trying to get out of this situation now. Tvik trying to live, and there are some more long distance burst damage just thrown out there, but I mean, it's got to be up to the bird here. This is it, ZP, the last ditch attempt. Can we reclaim the money? No.
Aegis Aurora managed to punish Mydong trying to push a lane 2 walker as Freemox Gooball runs them over for Sana to clean it up. 5-for-1 trade and mid boss for AA.
Full collapse from Aegis Aurora, looking to turn the tables on Mydong, who's just looking for the hook pick instead. Fremont, Gooball, dancing around, getting all sorts of value for the Gooball right now. Hit after hit right now, Dan, and that's going to be setting up Kenny F on the sky. Disaster falling. But what about the assassinates here? Kenny F connects, finds Hoot, and the cleanup should be strong for Aegis Aurora here, one would think, especially if ABL could somehow get away.
Oh, yeah, another one for Kenny. I don't know that that was an assassinate, but regardless, we can see that Kenny F is finally starting to take over on the souls, really coming back into the game. That bag is going to stay well and truly firmly attached to the hip there of Kenny F, and so will be in a position now where, I feel like Aegis Aurora, are they going to convert it into mid boss?
Even up against the Rejuve, Mydong still grouped to push on lane 4. With Sanya and ABL rotating late to cut them off, Mydong have 2 back-to-back failed fights.
Going all the way in to try to do so though, but it looks like Mydong are getting really low on HP here. They've sacrificed a lot of health in the pursuit here, and it might just backfire. Who's about to go down? Only B goes down as well. They are just falling like flies all at once, and there is the wipe. That's exactly what Jake was talking about.
Wanting to avoid a 30k Yamato, Mydong try to get the 6v fight, but the sniper's blade is too strong, playing Fruit Ninja with the Mydong team.
Oh, Last Stand also forced out ZP.
Yeah, and Warden without Last Stand, not in the greatest situation, gets swapped, melted down. Quick pick off, and Aegis Aurora still looking very healthy after the fact. Shadow Transformation still in reserve. This is where Sanya could really dive. You don't even have to worry about the Warden doing extra damage. Shadow Transformation coming up. The heal in on top of it. And we'll see what Sanya does here. 2 more falling in. With 3, now 4 pickoffs, Aegis Aurora is going to go deep into the Mydong base.
A Hail Mary is needed out of Mydong attacking Aegis while doing mid-boss, but it just leads to their own demise, and Aegis Aurora advances once again to the championship match.
It'd be legendary as Thick immediately getting caught as Mydong just looks for a miracle. But again, I don't know what shape that miracle is going to take, but you know the stuff of not miracles. The goo ball from Fremont just bouncing around. Often though. Here, Last Stand, Shadow Transformation is going to come up, and this is the ideal setup for Warden, and it doesn't matter because the stats are just far too low, Dan.
Doesn't look like the mid boss is even necessarily needed at this point. With all of these kills, everybody down, we are about to have the first map of today taken here by Aegis Aurora, our previous champions of 2 DFNs, looking to once again challenge the title with their defeats of Mydong.
Credit to Mydong for the uncharacteristic picks that they went with, but unfortunately for them, Aegis Aurora will advance once again to the championship match. And now, even with the stand-in of Hotpicks, they have a chance to redeem themselves, beating the team that knocked them off the throne in Virtus Pro. So the one way to find out what's going to happen by checking out the next recap video, and of course, liking and subscribing here to Locked In.